Hey guys, so we're back for another Motivation Monday, and today's topic is going to be the fear of rejection. So if you, like me, have trouble dealing with rejection, or if you have a deeply engrafted fear of rejection, then take a few moments with me. I have 3 steps that will teach you on how to become aware and to dissolve and release this deeply engrafted fear so that you might live life in freedom and in liberty. Step number 1 actually has 2 parts. So the first part of step 1 is awareness. What is the fear of rejection? And more personally, what is your expression of the fear of rejection? Fear of rejection can be expressed in many ways. It can be the fear of being alone. You don't want to be lonely. It could be the fear of being talked about, or the fear of what people say and or think about you. The fear of how you are being received or responded to by people. The fear of losing approval or losing something or someone that you love deeply. It could be a variety of things. The second part of step number 1, after you become aware of your personal expression of the fear of rejection, what is the root cause? What caused you to be afraid of being rejected so much? It could be any traumatic event that you experienced in your past, whether it may be peer rejection, a divorce, a breakup, you lost something, and it also could be something that you didn't even experience. A lot of traumas that we are facing today came from our forefathers. Our parents experienced it, their parents experienced it, and it's just been passed down generation after generation. So it may not be our fault, but it is for sure our responsibility to heal from it. Step number 2, rejection is actually protection. Yes, I'll say it again. Rejection is actually protection. See, a lot of times when we face or see rejection, we see it as total humiliation, devastation, or just outright unworthiness. However, when you are being rejected, it's actually protecting you. Because you see, when something doesn't work out as you plan, that means something far greater is in store. So for example, if you put a bid in on a house and it didn't fall through, that means there's a better house in store for you. If you had a boo mama or boo daddy and y'all broke up or they rejected you, then guess what? There's somebody out there that will serve better for your highest good. And yes, it may be another partner per se, but could it be that the better person that you're waiting to meet is yourself, or more healthier, or more whole, or more vibrant, or more healed you? Take a moment to think about that. So whenever you are facing resistance on any path, it's actually not rejection, it's protection. It's protecting you for something better in store. It's protecting you from whatever is not going to serve your highest good, and it's guiding you to actually a far better plan than what you have before. So actually, when you perceive rejection as protection, you will be able to be open to a guidance and follow the flow that God has for you to a plan that is going to work out far better than the one that you have come up with yourself. So when you are able to perceive rejection as a form of protection and guidance, this actually allows you to dissolve the fear and to release that fear so that you can live life in freedom and in liberty. Because after all, if you see rejection as protection, what is there to fear? Step number 3 is perception. So we began to touch bases on this topic of switching your perception in step number 2. However, I want to go a little bit deeper with perception. A lot of the times when you have a deeply engrafted fear of rejection, you see a lot of things that are happening to you as you're being rejected. And that might not be the case. A lot of times when you have a deeply engrafted fear, you typically project that fear on your current situations or current experiences, or just in the present moments, period. So I would encourage you to, whenever you feel triggered or you are feeling rejected from a person, a situation, or just an experience itself, take a time and just pause and really think, are you really being rejected? If so, go back to step number 2. But if you're really not, see how you are projecting your past experiences and that deeply engrafted fear on your present moment. A lot of times when you are facing different experiences, it's not actually you being rejected. It's just how you are perceiving that particular moment or experience as rejection, just simply because you are projecting your fear onto the current present moment. So overall, again, the 3 simple steps to be able to release the fear of rejection. Step number 1 is become aware. What is your personal expression or expressions of your fear of rejection? Part 2 of step 1 is determining the root cause of your fear. Step number 2 is knowing that rejection is actually protection and it's a guidance to a far better plan, greater than your own. And step number 3 is to really taking a pause and a step. When you are triggered, are you really being rejected, or are you just replaying that past event that you were rejected into the present? So my prayer is that whoever is facing rejection right now, know that you are not alone, and know that you have the power within you to release this fear and to be able to live life in the freedom and liberty that is your birthright to live. See you next time.